Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Just doing part 4 in my pickups from Europe. This one will be more based on Scotland Comic Con and showing some of the autographs that I picked up while I was there and some of the books from London and Scotland. The first book I have is a Green Lantern early book, number 21. I don't have much from this era in comics, and I'm not very good with knowing the areas. I think this is Golden Age. Golden Age. Or it could be Silver Age, but it was a very early Green Lantern book. I don't have many Green Lantern books in my collection, so I thought I'd pick up this book. I do know it is some sort of minor key. If you know, please let me know in the comments. Thanks. Okay, next up we have Batman and Robin, the movie adaptation. One of the guests that was at the con was Alicia Silverstone. It's not very easy to see her signature, but I will put a close-up of it. But I got her to sign the book just here. She had photos, but I see everyone selling photos, so I thought I'd try and get something different signed. So that's why I went with this book. This last series of books that I have are probably the bigger books that I picked up in my trip. I was hoping to find that one really big book that I wanted and needed, but I really didn't find anything that cool that made me pull the trigger to get it. So I got a whole bunch of smaller minor key books and slightly bigger key books that I think will just fit in great with my collection. So first up we have the Mighty Avengers and the first appearance of M'Baku, or Manape, I think they call him. Very early Avengers book, and with the Black Panther movie coming out, I thought it would be a cool book to have. Next book is a very iconic cover, and most Batman collectors love this book. I've been chasing it for a while. It was one of the books I had on the 5 books that I wanted to get this year. So I only have 1 book left out of the 5 I had in my mind. So Alex Ross, Harley Quinn Joker cover. Okay. Next we have a DC showcase. I already have this book, but when I seen this book in the condition it was in for the price it was, it's a lot better than the one I had. So I picked this up to replace the copy I have, and I will try and move on the copy that I had originally. This is the first appearance of Hawk and Dove. Okay, next book is another DC book, early Aquaman book. Just like the Green Lantern book, I don't have a lot of early DC books, especially of the main characters, so I picked this up, and as far as I know it is the first appearance of Aqua Baby. Okay, the last book I picked up is another Avengers book. This is the second appearance of M'Baku. Okay, now we'll go on to signatures I picked up. Not all the signatures are for myself. Some are for some friends here in Oz. But the con I went to had a decent guest list, had 45 actors, voice actors, in their list, and this is just some of them. So as I said in my previous video, Dan Fogler was one of them. If you bought one of the comic books that he had something to do with, he would give you a free print and signature of all the characters he's played. One of the bigger guests that I was able to meet at the show was Peter Cullen, which is the voice of Optimus Prime, and a very, very long list of other people. But we have a animated Optimus, and we have movie Optimus. One of the other characters there was John Rhys Davies, who is from the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings movies. I'd never seen any of these movies, so these characters from the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings trilogy, whichever one it is for my friend. So I picked up 2 photos of him from there for my friend. Then I best know him from the Indiana Jones series. So we picked up 2 photos of him. Everyone, when we were talking about him, was saying that he is a very lovely man and very nice to meet, and he wasn't a disappointment. We waited in line for about half an hour, but he takes the time to speak to everyone, and just an awesome bloke. Next big person that was at the con was, I think it's Daniel Anthony, so C3PO. These are another thing that are not for me, because I've never really been a Star Wars guy, but I picked up some photos for my mate. Okay, so the star attraction of the weekend was Ewan McGregor, another mainly known for Star Wars, but a few other things. So we picked up some signatures. So we got some Obi-Wan. Now all of these aren't for me. I had a list of people wanting some signatures, so that's why we have a double. And then we have young Obi-Wan, and we have him as Black Mask. Okay. Now, if you have Peter Cullen at a show, you cannot not have Frank Wexler. So, Megatron from the animated series. It was a pleasure meeting both of these guys. When you see the long list of things they've done in their careers, and just the way they play off each other and how they interact with their fans, it's awesome. Next gentleman who was there was Billy Zane, the Phantom. So cannot meet Billy Zane and not get a Phantom signature. And also from Back to the Future. So we have another Frank Wexler signature. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Another Alicia Silverstone signature. Hopefully can get this finished with the other 2 characters one day. This con was very Star Wars centric, which wasn't ideal for me, but some signatures. So we got Jimmy V, who played the later version of R2D2. We had some of the fighter pilots. Not sure. We had Dennis Lawson, I think his name was, and Angus McInnes. So got those signatures. This one is for a friend, for a family member, but Candace King from the Vampire Diaries was there. Jackson is a very iconic actor. He's had some big roles, and his name was James Tolkien. So you'd either know him from Back to the Future or as Stinger from Top Gun. Next up, we have the voice of Scream, which is Roger J. Jackson, I think his name is. So, got one for me and one for my friend. Dan Fogler, as I said, from Fantastic Beasts, as Jacob. This con had a very big range of different voice actors and actors, ranging from 80s, 90s stars to Star Wars to a lot of anime voice actors. But so one of the 80s actors there that was there was Mara Wilson, I think her name was. This is a signature for my wife. She was the girl from Matilda and Miracle on 34th Street, Mrs. Doubtfire. Next up, we have the voice actor who played the Little Mermaid in the original Disney cartoon. Very, very nice lady. And the last thing that I have that I got signed was my Transformers book that I showed in a previous video. So I just find the page that I got signed in the book. This book has a lot of characters and different series in it, so hopefully from here on out, any of the actors, voice actors who have voiced anyone in the Transformers series, I'll try to get their signatures. But I'll hold this. I don't know how well it's going to show, but Megatron and Optimus Prime signed in the book. As I said, started the video, this was part 4 in the series, showing the comic books and stuff I picked up in Europe. Part 5 will be a soccer card box opening, which will come at a later stage. Thanks for watching, guys. Click the like and subscribe. Thank you.